Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at MHS Fieldhouse for a MAC conference game between the Davenport West Falcons and your Muscatine Muskies. I have a very special guest tonight up here at the Discover Muscatine table. Say that for a long time. As he chuckles away. I've got Ryan Timmerman up with me. Welcome, Ryan.
Yep, good to be here. I don't know if I'm very special, but
Special. It's a very special night. It's like those old special episodes of shows, back in the 80s, the very special. Yeah, let's not go into any of those.
Yeah. But,
okay, so...
Yeah, looking forward to calling the game tonight. Looking forward to seeing what the Muskies can do tonight.
So, Ryan, what do you think about Davenport West?
I think they have struggled this year. They only have one win out of 19 tries, and that has not come in the MAC. So they are 0-17 in conference, and so I think this is a very winnable game and a good chance for Muscatine to get some momentum going heading into the postseason here. Postseason brackets and stuff came out the other day. Muscatine has City High in the opening round, a team that beat Muscatine pretty handily early on in the season. So I think both teams feel like they're in a better position now, but definitely a good chance to get a win here to close out the regular season and conference season and head into postseason with some momentum.
I agree. So I was talking with Coach Westerkamp before the game, and one thing that she brought up is, I think the postseason's she was hoping it would give him a chance to get back at Central, but didn't quite fall that way.
Yep.
And so I think City High, they had just put in the 2-3 zone the last time they played, so they weren't really comfortable with it. So I think they're going to be looking forward to the opportunity to play them on peak.
And we'll touch on it throughout the game, but there's just been players that have missed games this season for the Muskies, and they just really haven't found things that work until recently, and so I think they just they know who they are now.
Yeah, and I think, this is one thing. Obviously, anytime you've got a first-year coach in, you've got a bunch of new stuff coming. The seniors have had 3 coaches, for crying out loud, in their varsity careers. So, I think just getting this settled in, getting what Muskie girls basketball is going to look like in place. And, prior to the broadcast tonight, they did the senior night festivities, and Coach Westerkamp gave Roger Bates read for Coach Westerkamp a really nice thing about how the girls have helped start this process, and how proud she is of them, how they've embraced that.
Yep.
So, with it being senior night, Ryan,
Yep.
what do you expect to see out of the Muskies? What do you want to see, I guess I should say?
Just clean basketball. They already got a little emotional with the senior stuff. It looks like there was some tears shed already, but no, they some pretty great seniors that they're sending off, and I know there's basketball left yet, but last home game for the seniors. So we'll look forward to seeing how they can send off the seniors and right into the postseason here. We'll have the starting lineups coming up here in a second.
$300 scholarship. And I'm happy to announce that the winner this evening is Shelby O'Brien.
Shelby, come see us at the concession stand. Thank you, and thank you, Ray, and your family for your donation, and we're happy that we could turn that into something to benefit a Muskie band member.
And now let's meet the players, personally non-starters for Davenport West. Number 1, Meredith Mitchell. Number 2, Adriana Titi. Number 3, Rachel Ehlers.
We have introductions of the Davenport West non-starters.
Number 11, Spenta Sanders. Number 23, Zoe Glasgow. Number 32, Dakota Clare. And number 33, Aubrey Gordine. West is coached by Brandon Cruzy. Assistant coaches Nathan Newton and Jonna Gamble. Non-starters for Muscatine. Number 4, Isabel Lerma. Number 22, Riley Seaman. Number 24, Annie Zillig. Number 32, Ella Maynard. Number 33, Bella Gonzalez. 35, Macy Reno. And 52, Elsie Lewis. Muscatine is coached by Addie Westerkamp. Assistant coaches Cruz Vasquez and Ruben Vasquez. And now your starters for Davenport West, 5'10 junior. Number 15, Elizabeth Postchen. A 6' junior, number 20, Sydney Westerhall. A 5'7" junior, number 21, Madeline White. 5'7" junior, number 22, Hannah Mitchell. And a 5'7" sophomore, number 30, Ellie Holdorf. For Muscatine, a 5'10" senior, number 10, Becca Hay. A 5'4" senior, number 12, Ella Schroeder. A 5'6" junior, number 15, Avery Schroeder. 5'11" senior, number 23, Taylor Green. 5'5" senior, number 31, Jazzy Jones.
Muskies all starting their 4 seniors.
This evening, Mr. Steve Ryan, Mr. Jeff Rebelle, and Mr. Ross Hemsley.
To start the seniors for senior night, and we'll do the anthem.
Richardson.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were still battling stream, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that her flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
play two?
What's that?
Let's play two.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, somebody who travels around high school to high school.
Special thank you to our game day sponsor, the
It's pretty regular basis. Matthew Richardson is as good as it gets for the national anthem at the for high school. And not even for high school, it's just in general. Muscatine has had some games where they have struggled to score, but they always seem to, if they win the tip, they always seem to get a quick bucket. So we'll see if that holds true tonight.
Yeah, the last game we broadcast, the tip-off went straight to Macy Reno and in for three.
That's a rebounding bucket. Sydney Westerhoff. And we have a foul. Jazzy Jones will go to the line for two.
And folks, I'm going to have to snap a picture of this later. He's got his full scorebook and everything up here, folks. I'm going to tell you, don't expect this.
Old habits die hard.
This is true. Jazzy hits her first.
And I have pages left, and I want to get through the scorebook before the end of the season is done.
Nice rebound and put back.
That'll be a turn. All right. West the ball. 2-1. 30 seconds in.
What I love is we're hearing a journalist think out loud here. I love it.
I'm learning how to do this on the fly.
No, I totally get it. No, absolutely. And here's the thing. This is what makes this fun, is because, folks, I mean, you got to understand, this guy's been writing forever. And so now you get to, like, hear what it is we think about.
Internal dialogue, pretty much.
Hey, you know? So at this point, I think, you know, we're going to get a little bit of time here with the seniors.
Yep.
If we can come out of this square, we're going to be good.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I think, and that, nothing against the seniors, but, you know, it's one of those things, as long as we kind of, like, maintain, we're going to be fine.
Yeah, and there isn't, I mean, they're quality seniors. All of them have started previously.
Yep.
So it's not like there's the one that kind of rode the end of the bench all year and it's a charity or whatever.
Yeah, there's no Rudies here.
No.
They're all legit.
Yeah. Good box out and rebound there by Taylor Green. Ella Schrader with the drive. Kind of lost it on the way up. Is there a foul? They did call a foul. Yep.
And that's one thing the girls have been consistently good at throughout the season, is drawing fouls.
Yep.
When they start to drive the lane, they make sure that they either stutter step just enough, get a good ball fake, get somebody up in the air, and draw the foul to get to the line.
Mm-hmm. Especially Ella. You know, if you kind of follow general basketball trends, in the modern game, a huge thing.
Great poke.
Yeah. Yep. A huge thing is players that can guard up. You know, that can guard and play above their height and stuff. And that is Ella Schrader to a T. Muscatine has 3 turnovers already. That's not a great sign, but we'll look to clean that up.
The good news is they haven't lost points off of them yet.
True.
And, you know, that's one of those stats that, you know, I always hate to hear at the end of a game sometimes. You know, like, oh, so they had so many turnovers or this or that. Well, the question is, what did those turnovers cost in points, right?
You know, not all turnovers are created equal.
No, not at all. And that's, you know, that's a tough thing that a lot of people can just look at the box score and think, oh, hey, I knew what went on during the game. Yeah, not necessarily.
Yeah. And that was a good shot by Jazzy Jones. Good find by, I believe that was Ella Schrader on the pass there, but just couldn't get it to fall. And had a foul there on the rebound attempt by Taylor Green. Good rebound by Ella. I'm going to say it was off on West.
That was actually some pretty good transition defense by the Falcons.
Yeah.
You know, she was able to, I don't know who that was, I can't quite see on my screen here, but she was able to cut off the passing lanes and sort of stop the ball all at the same time.
Avery with a little left-handed runner that didn't fall. West the other way. Good rebound by Jazzy.
Now, Ryan, one thing Toby and I have been working on, and we haven't quite come up with a name for this yet, but it's going to be, you know, I always think about the Hawkeye hustlers we had at camp, so we're going to come up with I don't know what, Muskie something. But what we want to do is throughout the game, we want to look for somebody who's doing those intangibles that don't score up in the score sheets. So boxing out, setting really good, strong picks, those 50-50 balls, because those are the things that make the difference in a game.
Yep.
So keep an eye out for that throughout the game, and at the end we'll pick.
Okay. Taylor Green makes the first of 2 free throws.
And did we get Becca Haig checking in?
She's a senior. She started.
Oh, yeah, she was. She's holy cow.
Yep.
Again, folks, I know I've said this before, but I don't get to actually watch the game. I'm watching it on little screens here.
Nice steal. The Schrader sisters kind of combined for the steal on that one. Looks like Ella will be going to the line again. Man, they've only been able to convert it 2, but Muskies have, by the time these 2 are in, there's the 3rd free throw make, but they've been, this will be the 8th free throw of the game already. That's a good sign.
One thing I noticed during the sophomore game is there were a lot of whistles.
Yeah.
There was a point where there was I think it was 6-0 on the foul side. So we could be in for a long free throw night.
Now West will take their turn at the line. That'll be Ellie Holdoff going to the line for West for 2. Foul was on Avery Schrader. That'll be her first. Team second. First one drops for Holdorf, sorry. Nope. Taylor Green, another rebound. It's her 3rd rebound of the game. Nope. Good defense there by Sydney Westerhoff to get the block on a 3-point attempt. But it'll remain Muscatine ball. There's a good inbound play. Shot long. Man, staying with it.
Holy cow.
Offensive rebound and good.
I'm not sure how many second chances we had there, but there were plenty.
Yes. Shot no good from West.
Yeah, see, there was a great fundamental block out right there.
Yep.
There was no question who was getting that ball.
Yep. I believe that is Taylor Green's 4th rebound already of the game. Becca Haig jumper, no. Another offensive rebound, Jazzy Jones.
Oh, it's swinging around.
Foul on West. Muskie ball out of bounds underneath the hoop. That'll be the first on Elizabeth Pustian. They got a good shot off of the last inbound. Let's see what they do. There's another good shot. Avery Schrader drains it.
She didn't even move on that inbound play, did
No,
she?
no, she didn't.
I think that was probably the most smooth, easy inbound play I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, Ella had the inbound there, and not much to it. Shot was along the question. Jazz Jones rebound again. And the other way, she'll go to the line.
One thing I have enjoyed throughout the season is watching the girls in transition.
Yeah.
They, hustle the crap out of the ball. They also always have their heads up.
Yep. That was an effort made by the team. They played a little bigger at the beginning of the year, and then kind of transitioned their starting lineup. Because even toward the middle of the season, there was a free throw good by Jones, make it 8-5 Muskies. But no, for a while there, tonight was kind of an exception with starting the seniors, but they had Briley Seaman starting at center for a lot of the season, and that was because they wanted to get up and down. Yep. There's a bucket by West. Ellie Holdorf, 8-7.
And that's, something else that we talk about often is like what you're seeing in trends in basketball. And like you said, one is shooting the three, which, there's some nights the girls just feel like they can make them and they pop them up like crazy. Other times they do work underneath a little bit more, but you can definitely tell it's on their mind.
Yeah. There's a turnover by West. 2:03 left in the first.
And, that's the tough thing with a team like ours. The girls aren't bad three-point shooters.
No.
But they're also not lights out. And so on the nights that they're hitting, you can hit that 40% number that you need to make the three-pointer make sense.
Yep, they're rhythm shooters too. Once they get in the rhythm, they stay in. Once they get out, it's hard for them to get back in. But the only way to get back in it is to shoot your way out of it. Nice steal by Ella Schrader, and in for a layup.
We may have some really loud Schroeder parents right here next to us, and it's awesome. Jamie's about 8 feet away from us here on the right.
Three by Zoe Glasgow. That will tie it at 10 with just over a minute left here in the first. Foul West, and that'll be their 7th to send Muscatine to the line for a bonus.
I would have to really go back and do some research, but I'll be honest, I don't remember the last time that we were in the bonus in the first quarter. I really don't.
First one good.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah. To their credit though, they honestly drew at least a few fouls, honestly, and well-deserved getting calls.
Oh, yeah.
There's another steal.
Well, and one thing, as you play more transition basketball, you're going to see more fouls. So, that's one good thing about them getting up and down the court quickly is you can draw extra fouls.
Yep. Steal by Avery Schrader. Good pass. Annie Zillig will go to the line for 2.
I got to hang out with the 6th graders at her mom's school today for a luncheon learn.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we were over at Madison, got to talk about careers in media.
Okay, cool. First one's good by Zillig. She's had a couple nice games recently, led the team in scoring. I know a couple games ago she had 19. I think if that's not a career high, it's definitely a season high. Missed some time with a concussion or injury earlier this year. Second one's good. So a nice group of juniors that she's definitely a part of that will carry this program forward.
Well, and the number of times that we say Zillig on the loose ball or Zillig on the rebound. It's that off the ball stuff that makes a difference, and she's always there.
And she's like that for good volleyball player too. Just always doing stuff. Well, the timeout here by West with 10 seconds left in the first. 13-10 Muskies.
We'll take a quick break and be right back. And I'm not exactly sure what happened with our commercials there, so we're just going to come back and we're going to watch the girls come back on the court.
All right. Just as long as we don't put me on the camera at any point.
That's later.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you notice I had an extra camera here on the table?
Yeah, I was hoping that wasn't for me, though. And so first quarter will end 13-10, Muscatine.
Now we'll really take a commercial break. Brian, are you live tweeting over there?
Yes.
How did I know that?
I can't, like I said, old habits die hard. I can't help myself.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
I tagged you in the tweet at least.
I was just going to say, make sure you tag us.
Shot no good. Battle for rebound. Good hustle by both sides there. But it'll be Muscatine ball. Good break of the double team there by Ella. Shot long. Rebound Glasgow.
So as we watch West here, totally changing the subject, who taught you how to do stats?
Self-taught a little bit, and a lot of time observing, a lot of time riding the bench on varsity, just taking notes, that kind of thing.
So mine was kind of a twofold thing. It was Chris Jones, who's a couple years older than me, and then Matt Koss.
Yeah.
He was a senior. He was ahead of me.
Yep. I know Matt Koss.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing. It took two of us to do what he did. That's no joke.
Yeah.
He always carried these. Now, I noticed you got like 4 or 5 different colored pens here.
Yep.
He didn't do that. He carried one, the white and blue with the 4 different color clickers.
That change colors, yep. I have a whole stock of. I found these erasable pens at a department store that shall remain nameless because I don't want to upset any sponsors or potential sponsors, but and I don't know what you have going on with that, so we'll keep it all nameless. But these erasable pens are awesome. There's a shot that's good, but
did not count. out of bounds? Must have been out of bounds.
And weirdly, that makes the shot a little more impressive that it came from out of bounds, but doesn't count either way.
So about halfway through the season, you sort of alluded to this earlier when we were talking about shifting the size of the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
They also moved to a 2-3 zone.
Yep.
What did you think of that switch, and how do you think it's working out for them?
It definitely, shot was good there by Pushkin, tied at 13, but no, it definitely accentuated all of the athleticism and all of the things that they wanted to put on display. There's a three-point shot by Reno.
And now, Macy Reno quoting Ron Kaiser from Bonnie Drive.
We'll get a substitution here, but yeah, Reno, and part of that shuffling of the lineup was to get a girl like Macy Reno in the lineup a little bit more, a sophomore that played a little bit as a freshman, and they had a ton of girls that played as sophomores that are now juniors and need to carry the program going forward, and so in order to put them in a position to do so, Addie Westerkamp, head coach, had to come up with lineups that put the best athletes on the court, or just put them in a position to succeed. And in doing so, that changed kind of the offense they ran, or changed the defense they ran, and it's worked for the most part. It might not have it hasn't translated in a ton of wins, but regardless, it's been a much cleaner product, and you can see the potential going forward.
Yeah, well, and I do think that, when you ran into the teams like the Norths, you've got 4 girls there that can shoot the ball.
Yeah.
The 2-3 zone, that's the one thing that it's pretty vulnerable to. If you've got a lot of really good outside shooters, unless your team is ridiculously quick, that's going to happen.
Yep.
And I think that's the teams that have shot well against us from the outside are the ones that have done well against our zone. But I do think that they've done better than expected with it.
Yeah. Three-pointer shot by Seaman is no good. But some of it's kind of trial and error too. The MAC is very, very tough. When you talk about Pleasant Valley's undefeated and number 1 in 5A. North has 2 nationally ranked recruits in Divine Barrage and Journey Houston, and so you kind of have to throw them into the fire a little bit and show them this is what it takes to compete in the MAC, and so there is going to be. There's going to be some lumps along the way. Rebound by Zillig. And turnover. That's the second turnover for Muscatine of the second quarter, but 6th overall. And I have West with 5 in the first, but none in the second quarter so far. They might have had one that I forgot. There's a three-pointer by 23 Zoe Glasgow. That will give West the lead at 17-16. Reno 3. Avery Schrader rebound, and we'll go to the line after a foul. Avery Schrader's done a really nice job of kind of establishing herself as one of the better multi-sport athletes here, especially on the girls' side. Was the only girl to go to track last season. Took over as setter for volleyball. We'll have a timeout here.
As you were saying,
but
we'll stay here.
Okay. But yeah, only girl to go to state and track. Had a nice track season. Went to state in the 100 and 200, and then took over as setter for the volleyball team. Had 599 assists for the season, finished one short of 600, but I'm sure she'll get that next year. But and then came in and played quite a bit last year as a sophomore for basketball, but really took over as the primary ball handler, point guard for the basketball team this year, and will really be kind of a foundational piece for this program next year. And I'm sure she's expecting to make it back to state and track here coming up for this spring, and then kind of reset from there, and was part of the state softball team, starting outfielder. So just kid that's always doing stuff. She's busy in FFA too, so just can't imagine how busy her schedule is, but just a really nice all-around athlete. Her second free throw up and no good. Jazzy Jones, another offensive rebound.
I see with my son's team, offense gets a rebound on a free throw like that, it's push-ups. Somebody wasn't blocking out.
We missed, and what will stay there. It's like the Major League where every time, what's his name?
Yeah.
It's a pop fly or whatever.
Yep.
So he's in the preseason game and drops down in the middle of the game. There's a three by Reno, up and good. She's 2 for 3 on 3-point attempts. Muskie's up 19-17. Just under 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Turnover by West. Drive by Seaman, and she'll go to the line.
For being at 7 fouls in the first quarter, that's only their 10th.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that's not too far off base, I guess.
First one up, good. And the one thing for Muscatine is they probably don't feel like, especially with the way they've had some girls miss time with injuries and stuff, they probably haven't felt like they've played a real complete game yet. Second one good for Seaman, but it just, they've had girls that have led them in scoring for like 2-3 games in a row and then kind of fall back and somebody else will take over. And it's just, you're kind of waiting for one game where it all comes together.
Yeah.
And they've kind of had flashes of that, but you're kind of waiting to see it all come to fruition. And maybe it'll be next year, but you can just see it. You can see all the pieces there. It's just the puzzle needs to come together.
Well, I mean, you look at things like Becca was out for 75% of the season.
Mm-hmm.
You got a couple concussions. You had boots. You had a whole lot of miscellaneous injuries.
Yes. Reno, that's her second 3 of the possession. No good. Three by West, up and good. That is Glasgow.
Well, and then you throw in on top of that, you've got two winter sport athletes.
Yep.
Where they're splitting time between the court and the mat.
Yep.
Which, it's just a flow thing, right? And I'm happy to see him do it.
Yeah.
It takes a little while to get in that groove.
Yep. And especially when one of them is Ella. Elsie Lewis was kind of a. She was in a position. She plays a position that can kind of bounce in and out maybe a little bit more. But Ella is such a mainstay of the lineup and such a ball handler and kind of a foundation to that zone defense that they run. There's a bucket by Jones off a pass by Seaman. So yeah, that didn't help matters any. But again, kudos to them for doing 2 sports during the winter season. Girls wrestling is kind of taken off throughout the state, so good on them for doing it.
And finding a way to make it work.
There's a bucket by West. Elizabeth Pustian on score. 23-22. Zillage with the score for the Muskies. And there's that transition. I mean, West got a score, but Muscatine just beat them down the court.
Well, and that's one thing that makes basketball fun to watch, when a team is able to take a rebound and turn it into transition. It doesn't have to be steal. If it's just like a rebound, even if it's not at the baseline, and they've got somebody releasing just like that, a couple passes, and you're at the rim.
Reno 3, up and good. It's 3 of 5 in the second quarter for 9 points, all on threes. Under a minute here to play, 28-24. Three up and good from Glasgow. She's got 12, all on threes.
And shot clock is off. You know, and this is like a spot where you'd like to see one last great shot.
Yep.
Put a dagger in right before you go into the half.
Yep, and extend this 1 point lead. There's a three up, no. Under 10. Loose ball, Steele Seaman. Oh. Foul with 4.1 left.
Someone's going to remember that later. That's about the last thing. 4.17.
Yeah.
1 second left.
They will go to the line. First one up. No, that is out. Second one up. Good. That was close. So we'll go into the half with Muscatine up 29-27.
Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
Did we mention quality matters?
Welcome to our Cut Quality Center. Let's take a closer look.
Our mowers provide superior
laser precision cut quality
for a perfectly manicured lawn.
Let's break this down in science terms. This grass is cut good. This grass is cut not as good.
Hustler Turf. Mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary Smooth Track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our Smooth Track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
You know RIVO as expert plumbers, but did you know RIVO can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, RIVO can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call RIVO Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing I need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
So we're back for a little halftime entertainment with a three-point knockout contest. Now, if you're a Muscatine Today Show fan and you were watching yesterday, Mike Henson, the new athletic director, I guess he's not really new anymore. I should call it new anymore.
Yeah.
But first year athletic director here has been doing a lot of. There was one game where I think there's about 25 young girls out there,
Yep.
like from the. I think it was the next. I don't remember what the girls' traveling teams are called, but out there playing. So Ryan, as we look at the second half,
Yep.
what do you want to see the Muskies do to extend this lead?
Keep staying aggressive. Keep trying to get to the line. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Free throws haven't been falling all that much, but they've been doing all right for free throws. But yeah, just keep getting to the line and try to extend the lead in whatever ways you can. West has hit some tough shots, but you know, just keep playing that zone defense and trying to keep pressure on them defensively. Otherwise, been doing a nice job rebounding, especially giving up some size. Done a nice job, especially on the offensive glass, giving themselves 2 or 3 chances every time down.
That kid can shoot.
That is, I believe that's Daniel Adams.
What was that?
I believe that's Daniel Adams.
I can't tell.
But
and round 2.
Yeah. See if we can repeat. Yeah, other than that, just trying to use Muscatine will just try to seek using the athletes that they have to extend the lead. These first couple minutes of the third quarter will be huge, especially in tight games. You know, you go in, make the adjustments that you can, and although, you know, I don't know what adjustments. There isn't going to be anything major, but. Yeah. But these first few minutes of the third will be huge because West will either kind of get back in it or overtake the lead, or Muscatine will extend the lead, and they could really kind of Muscatine could really give themselves some breathing room if they could come out and get on a nice little run here to start the third.
You know, and I think one of the things that we talk about is, you know, generally speaking, you're not going to win or lose the game in the first 2 quarters. You know, you're going to put yourself in a position to see where you end up. And I think this is one of those times where a lot of times, like the boys at this point in the game are often trying to put themselves in a position where they could possibly win a game, right?
Yep.
You know, staying within a possession or 2. And this is where, if you want to not have a stressful fourth quarter, if you can come out of the box fast, if you can, you know, a lot of times when you talk about stuff like this, it's not necessarily about the person with the most skill. It's the one that's coming out on it. It's really putting 110% of their effort into the game. And I think as we look at this, if those girls come out like we know they can, if you can push this up to maybe a 3-possession, 4-possession game, I think you get a lot more comfortable very quickly.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll take another quick break here. You know what? Let's stay here and watch the end of knockout first. That's an interesting flat-footed three-pointer, and then from the spear.
Yeah, you definitely can see some interesting strategies in knockout here with some different shooting forms and how different kids approach the game here. I guess they're going to get pulled off early.
And we'll go. Oh, and we're going to call him the winner. I mean, if you make one falling out.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. We'll take a quick break, folks, and we'll be back for second half action.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
RIVO, the plumbing experts for Muscatine and surrounding areas, has moved. Our new location at 1109 Grandview Avenue offers spacious parking and a large open showroom. Employing experienced plumbers and carpenters, we specialize in remodeling entire bathrooms and kitchens. Imagine the possibilities. Stylish new faucets, sinks, shower units, bathtubs, and more, along with tankless water heaters and gas fireplaces. We also provide complete residential and commercial plumbing services. RIVO Incorporated. Call us for your next remodel.
You know RIVO as expert plumbers, but did you know RIVO can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, RIVO can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call RIVO Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
Did we mention quality matters?
Welcome to our cut quality center. Let's take a closer look.
Our mowers provide superior
Laser precision cut quality
for a perfectly manicured lawn.
Let's break this down in science terms. This grass is cut good. This grass is cut not as good.
Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience, we know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
And we're back. Muscatine is up, 29-27.
You know, Ryan, we didn't really go anywhere.
Oh, we didn't?
No.
Oh.
I think they know that.
Well,
I say that all the time, though. I think about that after I say it. I'm like, why do I say we're back? We didn't go anywhere.
That's true. Will be West ball to start. There's a three. No. Rebound up. Foul. That will send Madeline White to the line. So I had West at 10 of 20 from the field in the first half, and Muscatine 8 of 25. First one up and
That
good.
sounds about right. We didn't do a good job on the offensive glass.
Yeah. So, I mean, West shot 50%, which is good, but some of that was limited to, one shot every trip down. 20 attempts isn't very many, but there's a stoppage here. You know, West was 4 of 10 from 3, Muscatine 3 of 14, so that little bit of that kind of canceled each other out. But Muscatine was 9 of 18 from the free throw line. 18 attempts is good. There's a layup, no. Offensive rebound. West will get it back. Good possession there for the Falcons. That resulted in a Sydney Westhoff score. And West will get it back with a turnover.
So this isn't what we talked about.
Not for Muscatine. As West took the lead here, 31-29. We're a minute into the second half.
You know, I think one thing we're going to want to be really careful of is they're doing a good job getting underneath the zone there.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch, there's been a handful of open Falcons underneath the rim.
Mm-hmm.
So Briley's going to have to do a really good job in there of making sure that if something looks like it's going to cut to the back, dropping back real quick and preventing that pass from getting through.
Yep. Especially 2-3 zone, you only have the two girls up top. They really kind of have to sell out to get out on those shooters. There's a 3 by Lerma. It's no good.
And that's one thing, you know, with the 2-3 zone, you can't let people get behind. I mean, of course they're going to be behind you, but you can't let them get really behind you like that.
Turnover by West. Rosie Jones to the hoop. No good. Rims out. And it'll stay there. They've gotten some really good shots off of the inbounds here. Let's see what they do here. Tied up. That will stay Muscatine ball. Oh, I know that play. Oh, no. West kind of working it around here.
You know, oftentimes when people are playing a 2-3 zone, you'll see people go to like a 1-3-1 kind of function. And they're almost kind of doing a derivative of that where it's like 2-1 and then they keep flashing people in from the side instead of staying down on the post the entire time, to where they're putting 2, 1 high post and 1 low post.
Yep. West has been a little more patient offensively than Muscatine, which I know we've kind of talked about. They like to get up and down and in transition, but in the half court, kind of have to stay patient and try to get some open shots here. Down 2. Foul on Briley Seaman, her first. Good inbound and score for West. Sydney Westerhoff on the hoop.
Some token pressure coming up the court.
Shot by Zillig. Oh, no, that was long. Westerhoff rebound. Up and score. Elizabeth Pushchin, that's her 11th point of the game. A turnover.
About half a pause late there.
Yep. Good, it was not a bad idea by Lemmer there to get it out in front, but just couldn't execute. She kind of realized Jones was there just a half second late.
Yep. And those are the frustrating ones as a player. Like, you see it, you try and do it, and you're like, as soon as you let it go, you're like,
As soon as it leaves your hands, you want it back. There's a scoop shot that doesn't go. Zillig rebound. Zillig, 3, no. West with the defensive rebound. Muscatine starts off the third quarter 0 of 8. The jump ball stays with us.
You know, another one of the interesting things, you know, if you're looking at trying to attack the 2-3 zone, you're going to put a good passer in the center who can move it in and out quickly. That they also have to be aware of as a shooter. And that's one thing that I think has kind of thrown us off a little bit. But luckily, like there, Briley was able to drop back down and double team the person on the post after the pass from the center position.
It's a good steal. Anticipation by Seaman there. Gets it, goes up with the no. Reno 3, in and out. West rebound. Second chance, no. Third, no.
Oh! Really good positioning for the rebound there by Briley.
Yep.
I wonder if during this timeout, if Mr. Henson can run over there and loosen that rim up over there in front of us. And there he is, just standing. He's just standing there, not working on the rims, nothing.
Yeah. What do? I'm sure he's got other stuff going on. The life of an AD is never any rest.
This weekend is absolutely crazy. We were talking about this yesterday. So, you know, you've got the girls here tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, we've got the boys playing at home against Fort Madison. Prior to that will be the inductions to the Hall of Fame. A little reception. Then during halftime, they'll do the, presentation. And then after that, there's an actual program down in the auditorium for the Hall of Fame. There's district or
swimming going on. State swimming,
district wrestling.
And district wrestling.
Are they up at Norska?
Yes. Believe so.
And then take a pause on Sunday for half a breath, and you're into a home basketball team for the game for the boys, and you're into sub-states right away. So he's going to have a busy couple of weeks.
Wrestlers are at Norska tomorrow. Yeah, really kind of winding down everything here at once as it goes. Reno open, look for 3. Short. Schrader. No. West gets a chance. Good job by Briley to get out and stop that break. Nice entry. Score for West. Elizabeth Pustrin on the score. She's up to 13. Muscatine will have it side out.
So, Ryan, the Muskies are 0 for something this quarter. If you're Coach Westerkamp, what are you going to try to adjust here? Because obviously, we're not going to have a lot of time left here pretty quick.
Right.
I mean, the shots aren't falling. Do you start trying to post somebody up and just try and start drawing some fouls? I mean, we're now
0-14.
We're 0-14, and there's been one foul committed by West at this point.
Yep.
At this point in the first half, we were at 6, 7.
Yeah. You don't want to get too much out of your system, and so you kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. You want to get something going, but you want to stay true to who you are because that's who you are. But
Is that Lerma checking back in?
yes, and here would be a good chance for a hoop. They've had some good looks out of bounds plays, but there's a turnover that won't get it done. Force some turnovers here. Try to turn defense into offense and get an easy hoop. That would be a really good way to kind of kill two birds with one stone here if they could get a stop. And then there's a foul on Illustrator, but if you can get a stop and then use that to get out in transition and get an easy hoop, that's always a great way to kind of end a drought. So we'll see. And even as they kind of fall behind here, try not to put too much stock into the offensive side either, because the defensive side, you need to create stops. So it kind of all goes hand in hand. There's a foul. Ellie Holdorf will go to the line for 2.
And, I guess I should correct myself. I wasn't necessarily thinking like a full post sort of an offense. But, maybe you have Schroeder attack the hole a little bit more.
No.
Instead of trying to get those pull-up threes, set shots, see if we can get them running and get some contact going. Because these girls, I'll say this, one thing the girls do seem to do very well is when the play gets physical, they respond.
Yeah, and now it's kind of when you break out like those kind of one-off special offensive plays, the backdoor cuts, the run somebody off 2 screens to try to get them an open look. Just anything you can do to get an open look. They have gotten some open looks, you just haven't fallen. But you need to create something somehow, and they have shooters. Just as we talked about,
there's some nights they just don't fall, and tonight's one of them.
Yep. So yeah, just try to create what you can. Have somebody get into the paint and look to kick it out for an open look, or even try to draw a foul and get to the free throw line for just to get points on the board here in the third.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, at this point, we were in the bonus, so we went through. I'm sure you know how many free throws we shot in the first half, but
18.
There's a direct correlation to the number of free throws we've taken this half and how far behind we are.
Second one good by Holdorf. 10-point game now. And 10 point still manageable. It's not like West has run away with it and game's over here, but oof. Fine. Shot falls, but no, doesn't count. Zillig maybe shuffle their feet there a little bit before the shot getting into form there, but tough break.
Nice defense by Jazzy there.
Yep.
Not leaving her feet.
There's a good cut.
There we go. Well, you were talking about playing up and playing bigger earlier. If that wasn't an example of trying to do it, I don't know what was.
Yep. And just a nice job of keeping the energy level up. It gets super easy to kind of shut it down here when you're struggling, but good on Ella to really hustle and try to create something there. There's a Good look by West. Baseline jumper good. Dakota Clare on the hoop. And that'll be the end of the third. 41-29. Muskies go scoreless in the third.
We'll take a quick break and be right back.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Did we mention quality matters?
Welcome to our Cut Quality Center. Let's take a closer look.
Our mowers provide superior
Laser precision cut quality
for a perfectly manicured lawn.
Let's break this down in science terms. This grass is cut good. This grass is cut not as good.
Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
And we're back to start the fourth quarter. The Muskies are down 41-29 after taking a 1-point lead into the third quarter.
Yep, won the third 14-0. Good entry. Another good pass.
And the defense broke down.
Yep.
You had two Muskies within 3 feet. Did they switch to the 2-3 zone on us earlier?
I think they've been in it a little bit, but yeah, they opened up here. Shot by Reno, no. That'll be a jump ball. And it'll stay on this end.
I should rephrase that. They have switched. I was just I didn't notice that they'd switched in the third quarter.
I don't know what they were in for most of the third, but good entry. Zillig, no. Jones, jump ball, and that'll be a little West.
You know, as I was mentioning earlier, when we're in the 2-3 zone, this could play to our favor if we can start hitting our shots.
Mm-hmm. They're now have Avery picking up at half court, but they got rid of it there. Shot no, up and good. Albert Graydon rebounds their own miss. And we'll have a timeout.
Take a quick break and be right.
You know RIVO as expert plumbers, but did you know RIVO can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, RIVO can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call.
And we're back with about 6.5 minutes left. Muskie's down 45-29.
There's a good skip pass. Zillig, no. But it'll stay here.
You know, maybe this is a time where somebody runs, jumps up on somebody's shoulders, quick out for a dunk. I don't know. We got to find something to.
There's an open shot for Reno. No, short. Yes, they get the rebound. Other way, good shot fake. And up and good for Glasgow. And a turnover. Muscatine, West on a little bit of a break here. That will be a travel. And Muscatine gets it right back.
Good positioning there. Is that Seaman?
Yeah. Yeah, nice job of getting back.
Getting back and tying
just
it
kind
up.
of forcing West to get out of rhythm there, even though they were on a break. Just kind of kept them guessing and forced the turnover.
It's like a stretch 2-3.
Yep. Ella into the lane. Up no. Jones rebound. Reno bounces a couple times. Ella rebound. Here's a shot up. No.
You know, here's the thing. There's a great fake. She stabbed.
Reno, no.
Came back over.
Gets her own rebound.
Wide open shot.
Jones looked like
deflected.
It was blocked. So it'll stay there. Run your best out of bounds play here. Try to get an open shot. Gotta try to get the lid off at some point. Loose ball. Won by Jones. Good shot fake into the
There we
no.
go.
Let it stay in with Muscatine. Shot up again, no. But really Seaman will go to the line for two after a foul. That's the third on Dakota Claire. Free throw up and bounces in.
And we have broken the lid.
So the ball does fit in that hoop.
And folks, some of us only know how to deal with pain with comedy. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. You know, that's a perfect segue into, I got to celebrate my 21st anniversary with my wife this week. And that's a woman who can appreciate pain and comedy.
Well, that's the only way I deal with stuff, so. Or not the only way, but best way.
Yeah. So on that note, a quick shout out to my wife, Miss Anderson.
Congrats on your anniversary.
26 years together, 21, and wouldn't trade it for the world.
Shot way up by West. That was kind of a tough break there. It looked like it was maybe a little bit of a loose ball.
Yep.
Foul.
Now, see, here's one thing that would have been nice to see Jazzy stop before she got all the way down to that middle player in the 2-3 to kind of like attack that gap.
There's a good cut by Ella for a score.
You know, because the 2-3 does give you that nice gap in between the top and
yeah,
lower part.
There's always gaps in the zone. It's just a matter of finding where they are and attacking that. Up. Maybe a foul there. Send Ellie Holdorf to the line for West. Zillig's first foul of the game. First one no good for Holdorf. Timeout Muscatine.
We'll take one with him.
You know RIVO as expert plumbers, but did you know RIVO can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, RIVO can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call RIVO Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters,
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
All right, we got 4:13 left. Still within striking distance, but just gotta get some shots to fall.
For as brutal as that felt, we are only, I mean, we're down 5 possessions.
Yeah. There's a free throw, no. Good rebound by Seaman. And that'll be a foul on West. Third on Pustian.
You know, and they're playing this essentially a stretch 2-3 sort of a thing here. This is where you've got to move the ball up quick.
Yep.
Maybe have somebody slide up so that you can release it out, so that you can get back down into like a 4-on-3 before they can get back.
Ooh, that'll go as a turnover.
The other thing
West.
The other thing I haven't really seen us try is one of the other things you can do is you can overload one side. You know, if you know, set a screen on one of them, overload it all on one side.
That was a good defensive effort by Lerma to kind of get him off rhythm and force a turnover. Muscatine will get the ball back.
And as I say that, I'll put my usual caveat on that. It's way easier from up here.
Yeah, always is. Well, although first time doing this, not that easy.
You're doing fine.
I do what I can. It's just
no training wheels. This is kind of a combination of.
Well, they're gonna overturn the call here and give it to West, but still a good effort by Lerma.
This is like no training wheels right into the deep end.
Yep. Yeah, all at once. Started off with the training wheels. They kind of fell off into his 2-wheel, right into the deep end of the pool, while on the bike still.
Yep. With those toe clip shoes that are like clipped into the bike so it stays with you.
Yep.
You can get those at Harper Cycling and Fitness, sponsor of the Muscatine Today Show. And you can also get a Taco Bell at Harper's.
Pustian will go to the line there after a foul. Foul on Jones.
That's a tough one. She just couldn't get her feet there and down.
Yep. And those are the kind of baskets, and I know it wasn't a basket, but hate to give opportunities like that up when you're down and just kind of struggling. Yeah. To have West get behind the defense like that, kind of a tough break. But could be kind of a minimal damage here after the first one missed.
Who did we just see come in?
Zillig went out. I'm not sure who came in. Second free throw was good. Lerma drive, and that'll be a charge. Muscatine has Lerma, Ella Schrader, Avery Schrader, Riley Seaman, and Jazzy Jones on the court. Going to a lot of aggressive full court.
Jump ball?
I believe they did call that a jump ball. It looked like it was a jump ball. It looked like it was clean. Yeah, Muscatine kind of forcing the action here, which kind of have to do. There's a scoop shot and score by Pustian.
What if they shot the second half? Do you have a rough idea?
It
seems like a lot for not a lot more.
Yeah. Good strip by Lerma.
Lerma's definitely brought up some defensive heat here.
Yeah, West was 10 of 20 in the first half, and I have them 10 of 19 in the second half so far. But they've gotten to the free throw line and done some damage. But you know, not essentially the same with just under 3 minutes here left in the game. They've essentially went the same from the field as they did in the first half.
Well, and they've committed half the fouls.
Yeah. No. Westerhoff, good rebound for West. Shot up, no. Lerma rebound. Lerma, she'll go to the free throw line.
Nice take.
Yep, and now the objective, I always kind of look at it as you kind of have to divide this up. First, you got to get it to 10, and then when you get it to 10, then you feel like you get. Then what is when you go on your run, and you try to pull even. But you almost feel like that's going to be the game if you can get it to 10. You just have to tell yourself to get it to 10 and then to single digits, and then make it a new game from there. But it'll be tough here if shots don't fall. Lerma gets a second to go.
Well, and you know, you had mentioned how they're streak shooters.
Yep.
And you know, when the streak's hot, it's amazing.
There's a turnover. Yep.
And, you know, I think that's what makes these kinds of games so tough is, you know, as I'm sitting here watching them, I can't really put my finger on anything they're doing massively wrong. Other than the balls just not falling.
Yep.
You know, it's not that they're not hustling. It's not that they're not, you know, moving the ball well. It's not that they're not playing hard defense. Just the ball's not going through the rim.
Yep. Yeah, one made field goal in the second half to this point, and then 3 free throws in the second half scoring.
Now, you know, I think, you know, looking to next week, you know, I think it's going to be incumbent on Coach Westerkamp to find a way to get these girls up.
Yep.
You know, they've got a very winnable game at City High.
There's a 3 by Seaman.
There we go.
Goes.
You know, and if they can win that game at City High, then you're going to go into.
Yeah, it'll get postseason. It'll get tough from there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're going to have to go up and play at North.
Yep.
And you know, obviously, that's going to be a challenge for whoever wins that game.
Yep.
But I think the last thing any of these seniors would want to do is go out without a huge fight next week.
Holdorf will go to the line here for West. That'll be the 4th on Jones. Free throw, no. Muscatine ball.
You know, and one thing you had also mentioned was how the leading scorer tends to shift, and one girl always seems to step up.
Yep.
And that's the one that kind of carries them to the win or to the.
There's a shot, good for Becca Hag. I believe that's her first score of the season.
I think you might be right, actually. You know, and here we're looking at nobody in the game right now has more than 6 points.
Yep. And good for Becca to just kind of stick it out. It would have been really easy for her to kind of mail it in, you know, focus on softball. But she wanted to be a part of this team and got a hoop there.
She's been in practice. I mean, I will say she has taken a couple of half times off, part of a couple of half times, and hopped up and talked to us for a little bit. But that's what these girls are about. That's what Muskie sports are about.
Yeah, they have had to rely on a lot of girls to do multi-sports and kind of contribute year-round, and a lot of them have done a nice job in doing so.
Which, you know, I think that's one thing that, you know, as we look to the future of Muskie sports across the board is we've got to increase the number of boys and girls playing in both sports, you know, at the lower levels. Make sure that the feeder programs are full.
Yeah.
And that's tough. You know, I mean, back when I was young, there wasn't as much to do as there is now.
Yeah.
I mean, and also sports didn't go all year. You didn't specialize earlier. And not that we have a lot of specialists, but.
What do we got coming up for a post-game breakdown?
A post-game breakdown?
Okay. Good answer. There's a bad pass.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll maybe take some thoughts into next week, and then maybe touch on tomorrow a little bit.
Yep. Winding down here, final seconds. Becca will put up one more shot and score. And that'll do it. 54-41 final. The West takes it and avenges an earlier season loss to Muscatine. Muscatine won their first game. The final on that one was 63-36, so kind of flipped the script on Muskies.
So let's see here real quick. If you're Coach Westerkamp after this game, where are you going with this post-game talk?
I guess the easy thing to say would just be regular season's done now, so it is literally a new season, and just forget it. You know, kind of think about it tonight. What we did, what you did wrong. Still did some things right. You know, despite the scoreboard, it just, as we said, shots weren't falling. So yeah, it just kind of wipe the slate clean and forget it and move on.
Yeah, and I think, you know, this is one of those times where a coach has got actually a really important decision to make. Are you going to push them harder, or are you going to give them a moment to breathe?
Yeah.
You know, and I'll be honest, I don't know this team well enough, and hopefully Coach Westerkamp does. You know, is it a day break? Is it a team, you know, goof off session just to kind of relax and let it all out?
Yeah.
And then, you know, then pick up, or do you just go hard nose back to the grindstone?
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. This could. You could go in any number of directions with practice tomorrow. It could be one of those kickball days where you just, you know, don't even get out the basketballs and just, you know, play kickball or do something to kind of stay active, but just don't even really worry about basketball so much. Just kind of focus on the team building, or you could really get back to the grindstone and kind of hammer out some details. But.
Yeah, and, you know, knowing Coach Westerkamp a little bit, and, you know, she mentioned just before the game, last year at this point in the season they played dodgeball, and she wasn't a fan of that. So I'm going to guess Coach Westerkamp's not going to err on that side.
Yeah.
But who knows? Well, everybody, thanks for listening. Ryan, thank you for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure.
Problem.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I couldn't be here. Couldn't work the turnaround and be here tomorrow. I got to cover some wrestling, but we'll see what we can do going forward. Planning on sticking around for at least sticking around the area. If you follow me, contributing across some different stuff and always kind of dabbling, and so yeah, sticking around for the time being, and we'll see what happens.
Sounds good. Well, everybody, tomorrow's going to be a loaded day for the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. We'll be broadcasting the Iowa State Off-Road RC Car Championships, practicing the initial heats tomorrow morning. We'll be out here for the boys' game against Fort Madison with the Hall of Fame inductions. Long laundry list of Muskies for that, folks. Man, it's a list you'll know at least 3/4 of them, regardless of your age. And then from there, we'll swing back a little more racing. Muscatine Church of Christ service will be on Sunday morning, followed by more racing. So it's going to be a busy weekend. Lots of good local stuff going on, and we like to be a part of it whenever we can. So everybody have a great night, and we will see you all tomorrow.